So somehow, some way, these lies that they've been telling us is working for majority of people, because I'm still seeing people wearing masks and they by themselves in their car. I'm seeing people riding bikes alone with a mask on. I'm seeing people going on walks by themselves and in groups with fucking masks on. And this shit's getting ridiculous. It's the 1st of fucking September. This shit should have been dead 2 fucking days after they started this nonsense, man. This shit is frustrating because now this whole mandated vaccine, they ain't playing. Dr. Bill Gates ain't fucking around. He ain't playing, he ain't fucking around, man, for real. But I don't know, man, how people ain't able to see through their fuckery, man. Cause it's right in our faces, you know, they don't hide nothing no more. They put it on their websites, they put it here, they put it there, and it's like, what the fuck? So anyway, according to the WHO, this whole coronavirus thing popped off with an unknown pneumonia on December the 31st of 2019. Okay, so if I'm understanding this shit correctly, we knew nothing about this supposed coronavirus. We didn't know shit about this until December the 31st of 2019, right? So explain to me how they was able to have that $1,200 stimulus check in the house on January the 24th of 2019. Explain that shit to me, man. That is one of the biggest fucking red flags with this whole story. The idea that they able to pass a bill for a virus that they knew nothing about almost 11 months prior to it actually happening. Maybe I'm tripping out. I want somebody on the internet to explain this shit to me, please, because I'm gonna just go out and say I'm slow. Because one thing, you got Dr. Fauci in 2017 predicting that Trump would have a surprise pandemic, and it's like, that shit don't even make sense. How the fuck are y'all predicting surprises? You know what I mean? How are y'all introducing bills about viruses that don't exist almost 11 months before they actually exist? So, I mean, if smarter than me can fucking answer this, please do. Please explain to me how they introduced this bill into the House in January of 2019 for the coronavirus. Remember, this shit is COVID. Response to the COVID. This bill responds to the COVID-19 outbreak and its impact on the economy, public health, state and local governments, individuals, and businesses. Okay. They even mentioned somewhere in here that SBA loan. That's even mentioned in here. And this shit was introduced on January the 24th of 2019. But the coronavirus was introduced to us on December 2019. So, yeah. So this is the first fucking red flag that I found months ago. And like I said, this shit don't make no sense that we still in this shit, and it's 6-7 fucking months later. You know, they still playing the puppet. They still running around, got people arguing and shit. They throwing everything at us. They throwing fucking race and all this other shit, man. We need to wake the fuck up, because they ain't playing. They really are determined to mandate and fucking vaccinate all of us, man. I'm not taking shit, because I'm just not. I'm not injecting myself with the virus. That's the virus, man. All this running around, oh, be scared of fresh air, be scared of your neighbor, tell on your fucking neighbor and all this other shit. The virus is in the fucking vaccination, period. That's why Dr. Bill Gates is running around doing all these interviews, and he's just the face of saving us, and he over there experimenting on the people in Africa. Him and his wife believe in their mind that when they do finally get the vaccination/virus together, that black people over here in America need to get it first. I mean, what the fuck? And then they got people running around fighting about race and shit and defund the police, and it's like people don't see the big picture. In this new world order that they pushing, you don't need fucking police like that. This shit finna be militarized. This shit finna be robots policing us. They already doing that. They had drones flying around telling people to go home and social distance and all this other shit when they had the big lockdown in March. Okay? They don't need people on the street like that. Humans. So instead of just being like, we finna just take out the fucking police, they sit up and use certain groups, like black people in this case, to push an agenda that they already gonna do anyway. They just somebody to blame. Like, look, see, we defunded the police because of Black Lives Matter. It's like, no, shit. The police don't fit into this prison that they building for us. And I'm down. I'm not taking no fucking vaccination because they full of shit. These motherfucking men running around with these vaccinations and shit. Y'all better stop. I'm not with the fuckery. But I do see them even pushing shit like where you can't go to the store without a vaccination or your papers. You know, you can't go to the store without your papers saying you vaccinated. You can't travel outside the state. Shit, you probably won't even be able to travel outside your city. You can't go to no job, or it's just all because of a made-up disease. You know, viruses don't even spread the way that they saying and shit. I have no respect for these fucking healthcare people who I know personally that's in the healthcare and they know some shit or they intelligent. It seems like the more you went to school, the more indoctrinated you are. You definitely not intelligent. Shit, I don't care how well you speak. I'm not the greatest speaker, but I be speaking real shit, and I'm not running around sending people off and trying to kill motherfuckers with vaccinations either. Okay? Bill Gates went from being a fucking computer nerd to a doctor. That's another red flag. Shit. But yeah, this shit getting ridiculous. I'm just ranting on the shit. Fucking up. And every day, like, another example of the fuckery, right? I needed a battery. So I go to Advanced Auto. And the dude say, you know, he could sell me the battery, but he can't put it on. So I asked why. And of course he says because of the coronavirus. But then this dude goes on to say that he could put on some fucking windshield wipers though. He could put on windshield wipers, but because of COVID, he can't put my battery in my fucking car. Like, what the? I don't know if dude was lying or not, but with all the other dumbass rules they have made and shit, that shit makes sense, man. How about you just not sell me a fucking battery and go fuck off? The fuck kind of sense does that make? So because of COVID, you can only touch specific parts of a fucking car? This shit wild, man. But like I said, back to what I'm finna get way off. It's so much shit with this COVID. If you can't see through this shit by now, your ass probably finna line up for a vax. I think if people can't see through this shit in September, then your ass you can't wait for the fucking vaccination. You probably gonna vaccinate yourself and your damn kid. Probably standing in line for this shit. This shit wild, man. This shit wild. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. If anybody can answer that question for me, how can they introduce the $1,200 stimulus check in January of 2019 when the outbreak didn't occur until fucking December the 31st, 2019? So if anybody can explain that shit to me, please do. Cause yeah, just explain this shit. But yeah, peace. Hope everybody doing the world as good as we can be in this fuckery. This shit is definitely the Twilight Zone, so